This is Tate with Train to Win. Welcome back to another educational video. In this video, we're going to be going over the Camber bar and what its uses are for. So this bar, super simple. There's nothing super deep behind the meaning as to why we program this bar. Some little things to know about this bar prior to actually using it is, first and foremost, how much it weighs. So this bar itself is an 85-pound bar. There's a couple other bars that may be a little lighter, but typically the Camber bar itself is heavier than your conventional 45-pound barbell. With this guy, as you can see, we have some drop-down bars, and then the plates load down below where the bar is positioned typically on our back. So with this bar, reasons why we program it, reasons why we use it, is typically going to be for shoulder decompression. So anytime we're utilizing this bar, or anytime we're utilizing a normal barbell rather, when we have the bar positioned, our shoulders are in a pretty deep compressive state or a high externally rotated state, which can cause some potential tendonitis, bicep tendonitis up through the shoulders. If you've ever squatted for long periods of time or squatted pretty vigorously, odds are you've experienced this shoulder tendonitis before. So with this, we're able to grab onto the bar a little bit lower, fully decompressing those shoulders and taking the tension out of the bicep tendonitis. Also, another reason for programming this bar is with the drop down weight, we're able to keep this bar in a straight line pathway without having a whole lot of variance. So it adds some stability to whatever movement that you're looking to train. If you wiggle back and forth or you shift back and forth, it'll actually kind of counterbalance and make it a lot harder for yourself. So some ways to use this bar. There's multiple exercises we can do with this. The main one is going to be a squat. Just like so. You can grab here, you can grab low. Those are the two hand positions that we've got. Then we can do a good morning here, or we could even do any form of lunge with the bar. Fairly straightforward. Big reason why we use this bar, shoulder health. In this video, we're also going to touch on what we call our band bell. It is a band bell bamboo bar. With this guy, the uses for it, very straightforward. Stability. With this, we primarily use it for shoulder stabilization for like the bench press or an overhead press, or typically guys can use it when they're doing like a overhead squat or a front squat even. You could do a back squat. Anything that you do with a barbell, that's a big compound movement, you can pretty much utilize this bar for. But main uses as to why we program it here at Train to Win is shoulder stability with overhead press work or bench press type work. So what we're going to do is show you guys how to set up this bar. In regards to weight of the bar, this thing's pretty dang light, maybe 5-10 pounds if that. So what we need to do is we need to get ourselves some good quality resistance bands that are a full loop, not the ones with the handles on it, full loop here. And you could either use kettlebells or like plates themselves for it. So what we're going to do here is we're going to loop this band, tie it around, and attach it onto the band bell itself. With this, you may need a partner because you can see the side elevates up, but for the sake of this demonstration, I'll be able to do it solo. So, double it up, hook it through, and put it onto your notches. As you can tell with this bar itself, we have 4 different notches. The wider you go, the more difficult it is to stabilize the bands itself or to stabilize the weight itself. The closer in you go, the easier it is. So with whatever weight you load up, before you increase weight to make it more difficult, increase the load outside first, and then if it gets easy, you can increase your load, start inside, and then work your way out. So a brief demonstration as to how this looks for, say, a lying bench press type movement. It's just the same as any other regular bench press. With this, I only have about 60 pounds loaded up in total, but as you can see, I'm wobbling all over the place. Go down nice and smooth, and up nice and smooth. If it's your first time, I highly recommend starting pretty light with about 15, anywhere from 10, 20 pounds on each side. Really, really light, and you may notice when you come out, you're gonna be wobbling all over the place. The heavier you go, the harder it's gonna be. So start light and work your way up. This has been Tate with Train to Win, giving you a brief introduction to our camber bar as well as our band bell bamboo bar. If you enjoyed this video, like the video, subscribe, and stay tuned for future educational content. Thank you for watching.